In this video, I'm going to be setting a Benchrest benchmark with this. The HFT500, the X60i from Falcon, very kindly lent to me by Optics Warehouse. And I've also just got this back, so we're going to have a go on it. Look what's back. As soon as we're at D range, I might as well have a go on this one as well, ain't I? KATRAN. However you want to pronounce it, the KATRAN. So stick around to see how that pans out. Oh. Welcome to or welcome back to the channel, whichever one it is. As always, I'm very glad that you're here. And here today, we're back at D range. Thank you very much for having me back at D range today. Right, the point of today's video, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel or anything. What I want to try and do is set myself a kind of Benchrest benchmark with my HFT500, with the XT60i on the top. Now, the reason for that is because I've got some improvements and some upgrades and some changes coming to the stock and the overall sort of handling of the rifle. So I want to sort of set a bit of a precedent over the 25 meters just to see whether or not these improvements make a difference. Now, I recently made a video with Martin on air, and his HFT500 had a pinch post and some other bits, and a hamster and all these other bits and pieces. So I'm going to see my mate Jake at JB3D. We're going to make some changes, not to this stock because I love this stock, but I do have another stock which I'm allowed to cut up and sand bits off, but Jake's going to talk me through all of that. Massive thank you to Mark Stevenson for sending me that stock, but some changes are going to be made. Now, I want to know whether or not those changes make a difference to the accuracy. So today, the whole point of today is just to shoot it a few times over the 25 meters and sort of set a benchmark for Benchrest, if that makes any sense. So that's what we're going to do. But I have been here already this week. I came here yesterday, probably saw in the intro. I got the LYRA K back and I've got the KATRAN. I bought them both here and had a bit of a shoot with them. Have a look at the LYRA K first. Go on. Right, first of all, I'm sorry for how shiny and gross and sweaty I am. Apparently it shows in videos that I need to have a bath and that my beard's terrible. I've got excuses today. It's absolutely baking. Today's one of the hottest days of the year. It's 30 odd degrees outside. It's a little bit cooler in here, but it is still insanely muggy. I just want to give a shout out, right? So Celtic Guns, obviously. Celtic Guns helped me out with this, but Range Right have gone above and beyond, I think. They've got it dealt with for me, and I'm really looking forward to trying this out. I'm not going to try it with a silencer for a minute. I'm just going to give it a go and see what happens. This video isn't about this gun, by the way. There's going to be other videos with this, but I only picked it up yesterday evening. So it wasn't actually planned to be in this video, but I can't not shoot it, can I? So to everyone who was asking how it was going with the LYRA K, you're about to find out. It's a warm one. Honestly, it's so warm. I tried to even do my hair so that I didn't have to wear a hat, but just the humidity ruined everything. I'm only going to go 25 meters with this. I might try a little bit further out just to see what it goes like, but I'm being completely truthful with you. I've got no real interest in it past 25 meters. I only really want to know if it's going to be capable of pest control up to 25. I don't really shoot much past that. I will try it. I will give it a go, but my main interest is 25 meters. Genuinely haven't shot this. I don't even know if should I clean the barrel through? I don't know if I should pull the barrel through or not, because I don't know if they might have actually replaced the barrel. I don't know. Right, let's try it. I didn't even think whether or not I should have done that, but let's try it out. I'll go with the Zulus. I'm using the Air Arms Diablo Field, the 25.4 grain 0.25 pellets. That's never going to cease to impress me, that's a lot. Well, I'm just going to give this a quick zero off camera and then come back and we'll sort it out. Right, he's had a quick zero now, and one shot there seemed to have gone not too shabby, to be honest. That one was a bit high, but oh, I thought things were going really well for a second there. Oh, come on. Maybe I do need to clean the barrel through. Do you know what? I'm going to clean the barrel. Let me just clean the barrel and we'll get back to you.
One nap later.
I've given the barrel a good clean through. It was actually quite filthy. I'll show you, look. So I've given it a good clean throw. I'm not going to dwell on it too much, to be honest. Whatever happens in the next few shots is going to happen, because this video ain't about this one. But because I only got it back yesterday, I really wanted to try it out. So let's just give it a little whirl on this next one here. Let's cock it first. Let's cock it first. Well, I'm absolutely fine with that. Absolutely fine. Let's go and have a look. Right, I'm going to take you with me and leave that one recording because it will do the sound. Bearing in mind, it still needs a little bit of pellet testing. It's still going to need a little bit of bedding in and all that. Yeah, that's all right. I can go with that, look. What's that? Yeah, I reckon I can get that tighter in the video. But it's not about that one today. So yeah, thank you to Range Right and Celtic Guns for sorting that out for me. Looking forward to that. Keep an eye on the channel for that video because that's going to be coming soon. But I want to give that one its own attention, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to go. I don't want to mess about today. So what I'm going to do is put myself straight on there with the Zulus. We're going to go with that instead. So I'm going to go. What folder I got? Barracuda 8s, Barracuda FTs, and then the field target trophies. We're just going to do that. Let's jump straight in at it instead of the waffling that I normally do. One. Well, you wouldn't expect anything less, but then I didn't expect that from Barracuda 8s, which are, without question, the cheapest pellets on the table as yet. All right, so the Barracuda FTs then. All right. So far, the H&Ns seem to be doing the business, if I'm being honest with you. Right, that's 10 field target trophies as well. Let's do it. Well, it looks to me like the field target trophies are steaming ahead at the minute, but I'm just going to jump straight onto the JSBs. I'm cleaning everything up. Bear with me 2 seconds. Right, so this is the JSB Heavies. I don't really know how this is going to go because it does appear that the other ones have been working quite well. So I don't know how the Heavies are going to go. I've got a feeling I didn't record that last one. I might not have recorded the last one on the Zula, so we probably just jumped straight to this one. Okay, so even the ones with the battered skirts seem to fly through there absolutely fine. It's a testament, really, isn't it, to the rifle. Let's try these 77s. 733, sorry. These are the Diablo RSs. A lot of people go nuts for these. I haven't really found anything that they've worked that well in for me. But because I want to shoot this further distances, I was thinking heavier pellets maybe. But, I mean, there's no wind today. No excuses on the wind front today. So, let's just see what happens. Right. I've got to be completely... Let's go and have a chat. Let's have a chat about it down there. It's a high-end rifle. You wouldn't expect anything less than good groups at 25 metres. I've got to be truthful with you. But there are two standout winners for me there. The Barracuda FTs, the field target trophies, and the 10.34s, I think. I mean, the 8.44s also did quite well. But if I take these two on, if nothing comes of it, I know that I can go back to these. So we're going to go with that today. This is going to be the practice one. And then this is the one I'm going to shoot just as a sort of bench rest benchmark, if you like. And we'll go with that. Now, I was actually here yesterday and I had to go back to pick up some bits that I'd forgotten. And yeah, kind of got into a situation, didn't I? So luckily nobody was injured. It's one of those situations where everybody tried to avoid a collision and unfortunately nobody succeeded in avoiding it. So yeah, one of them things, but it sort of knocked things out of sync, I'm not gonna lie. So today we're back on track and I'm hoping that I could just at least get an idea of this shooting outside with this scope. Now this is the X60i, from Optics. Well, it's from Falcon Scopes, but Optics Warehouse have very kindly lent me this. And this is a 60 times magnification scope. Now that's great. And I think the 60 times is going to come into its own when I've got this in a more bench resty kind of scenario where I don't need to touch it or anything like that, because over 60 times zoom, any tiny movement is like this. Now I've actually got a scope camera sorted out. Very massive thank you to Carl from Carl's Range and Ramble. It's just I'm trying to sort out, I need to change the lens basically on a GoPro. So I'm just trying to figure that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my sights on the practice target on the right hand side, which I do believe is queued up. I've cleaned the barrel out and everything. But what I wanted to do was I've just watched Martin on Air's video about his HFT500, and he was using some 733s. I don't think I've done that yet. So I'm going to use some JSB 733 grain. So thank you to Martin. If you haven't seen his video, he was, I could just tell you now, he's definitely smashing it with that thing. I've seen how he can shoot with it. So let's just go with it. Let's just go with it for now. Right. Now I need to zero this, obviously. I need to come across a bit. Oh, a little bit more. See, I turned it the wrong way again. Don't know if these are going to be any good, by the way. I'm literally just messing about trying these at the minute, these 733s. Right, let's go on to the target next to it. Well, they seem to be grouping, to be fair. Okay, so I'm going to go on to the target next to it. I'm going to use the whole top row for these pellets just to see what I think of these to start with. That one was way off. So it was worth a check just to see what these were like, but I don't know that they're going to be as accurate as I need them to be. Okay. Right, now this is where I just go, right, let's call it time on that. Those are good pellets. Do have to double check. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? That is a real shame. I genuinely thought we was onto something there. Okay, right, so they weren't too bad. They weren't too bad. They'll group perfectly fine, but we're going to move on and try some other pellets for a minute. Now, I'm trying my best to interact as little as possible with the rifle. Thank you to Celtic Guns for sorting me out with this rest here, because it is sturdy enough for now. But the changes that I'm going to be making to this rifle is I've got some JB 3D parts for the HFT500, and I'm going to be swapping the stock. The stock I'm going to be putting on is I think it was an S400 stock, but it does fit this, and it was very kindly sent to me by my friend Mark Stevenson. It's got a couple holes in it. He said, you cut it up, do what you like with it. So I'm gonna, and make it into a more bench resty type stock. But I want to know whether or not I can dial it in as is, if that makes sense. There we go. Waffled again, didn't I? Right, so let's go for the target below. This is the 844s. Oh, well, that was not bad. Do you know what? I'm not even going to try group. I'm going to go straight to the target next to it to see whether or not that is a consistent thing. Okay. Okay, so that was a bit off. I'm not going to make excuses. It could be pellets. I haven't weighed anything or anything like that. They're straight out the tin. Oh, well, that went way off. So whatever it was I just did, I did it wrong. I'm going to go for that one again. Same old. Same old. Well, that's encouraging. Okay, now all I did then was adjust my cant, because I've got a cant bubble on this, and I'm going to go again and see how much of a difference that made. I've got a cant bubble on. I wasn't checking that on the first, well, ever. So now that I've got that level, that's very interesting. Thought the cant would only put a swing on it. I didn't realise that it would bring it up as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the box on that target a second. Okay. See, with the stock with a flatter bottom on it, your cant won't be as likely to tip off, I do believe. I believe if it's got a flat bottom, it should stay. So maybe that will improve my accuracy. Right. Okay. So the cant, I thought that it would just adjust swing. But for some reason, by getting my cant level... Right. Okay. That's incredibly important then. Right, so the JSB844s I'm going to keep to one side for a second. Let's try the Air Arms Diablo Fields, because these are the ones that I've been using. People do say that these are the same pellet. So let's just try that out. Let's try that theory out and try it on the one below. I know not to say anything. So the count is, I'm double checking the count every time. Right. Do the boxes like I did with the last one. Okay. Food for thought, definitely something to think about, but it seems like the JSBs did better. I'm not really 100% sure. 150. Now, I know that between 170 and 120 is where I try to keep it. I don't know what the actual sort of prescribed idea is, but for me, that seems to work. I just want to say, though, what an absolute beast of a rifle this is to shoot. It's so good. Well, it just is. I don't know what to tell you. Right, okay. Let's go to the target next to it. I'm giving it I'm trying my best, yeah. I am trying with them. So if I give it a couple clicks down. Not bad. See, they are grouping. For now. Oh, come on. It's in, isn't it? A little bit up, that one. Okay, so it went for the same hole. Let's go for the boxes. Definitely left more questions than answers with them ones, hasn't it? This isn't going to be as open and shut as I thought it was going to be completely honest with you. These are the FX956s. Now, I love these pellets. I absolutely love these pellets in pretty much everything. So let's see what they go like in here. We'll shoot a group of 5 in the first one. One more, and then we'll go on to trying and see how accurate they are. Okay. I'm going to go for the target next to it. Obviously, it's going to be slightly off because of the weight of the pellet, but we'll try and adjust because I want to try these FX properly. I'll put a hole in the top left corner. Right there. That's not doing bits for me, to be fair. Let's try it. Let's just give it a go. Same bloody hole. Now, I don't think these are going to be the ones. Yeah, I think we'll leave that. I think we'll leave them ones. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go change that target over, and I've got a couple of others I want to try, but... Oh, you knobhead. First, I'm going to pick up those pellets. Well done, ads. Well done. So what I want to do now is the Air Arms... They were the ones that I was using to start with. The Air Arms and the JSB844s, which, like I said, apparently are the same pellet. So... I mean, I'm going to try these Sovereigns. I'm going to try them because apparently they're the same pellet as well. These are all 844s. They're all 4.52s. I think I'm kind of just gilding the lily here with it. I think there's no real massive point to it, but I'm going to try them. Let me just drop a bit of air in here a minute. Bear with. Not all the way, as I said. I put more air in this one more frequently because I like to keep it where I feel that it's comfortablest, if that makes sense. So I'd rather fill it up with air more often than... Because it is unregulated. Let me just chuck a few shots through it out the way a minute, just because just filled it up. So burping it, I think Martin called it. Okay, right. So we are... You won't be able to see. You won't be able to see. Oh, you might be able to see. About 180 or 175-ish. Let's just try these Rangemaster Sovereigns a second. Just for my own sensibilities, really. I have another couple of goes in this first target a second. I don't know. I'll shoot the box on the second target a second. Same hole. Right, so they go in the same place, so... So that's gone completely awry now. Come on. I tried a few more pellets, none of it really matched up to what I'd already tried, and at this stage in the day, the heat and the process were really starting to get to me. I was starting to get a little bit frustrated, I cannot lie. There's nothing wrong with how any of these pellets are performing, but they just have to perform better. They just have to. That's the frustrating part I find about this whole thing. Let me put some more air in very quickly. So the frustrating thing that I find with all of this is exactly that. It's the absolute precision. Being completely truthful with you, there's an element of it I don't enjoy. I'm being completely honest. There's an element of it that takes the fun out of it. The frustration gets put in, and I'm not a big fan of that. There's also a massive payoff when it does work, which does make me question, is it worth it? Can I see the point? I guess I can. I guess I can. When it starts to work, it works and all of that. I do get that. Okay, so after all of that, back to the Air Arms Diablo fields. I called it. But that is the whole point of today. I've done my very best with it, with this setup as it is. So let's go and change the camera over. Yeah, see, I'm just gonna have to run it, ain't I? Just gonna have to go for it. Right, so Air Arms Diablo fields. Let's just go for it. I'll probably put a bit of music on so you ain't got to sit through the whole thing. So yeah, do that. Okay, so that is what it is, isn't it? That is what it is. So I did all of that on 45 mag. The clarity of this glass is second to none. I have to be honest. The clarity of this glass is phenomenal. Right, let's go get these cameras and get this target a minute and have a quick look and see what we're saying here. Because here's me trying to perfect it and thinking to myself, oh, that sucked, that sucked, that sucked. Of course it did. I'm trying to figure it out as I go. I'm not a competitive shooter yet. So, I mean, there are some good shots there, to be fair. Got a few X's. There's a few X's there, but I'm not going to dwell on it too much. So the idea is now to keep hold of that card, make the changes to the HFT500 that I want to make, and then basically see if that improves the accuracy. Right, so here we go. Give you a show of that. Look. So this is the HFT500, and this is the X60i from Falcon, very kindly lent to me by Optics Warehouse. It's definitely flipped my opinion on optical scopes and whether or not they're worth the money. I definitely think this is. Some people don't like the red, and it is cheaper in black, so whatever floats your boat, but the scope itself, absolutely love it. It's a brilliant bit of kit, very easy to use, very, very tactile, lovely bit of kit. But anyway, right, so what did we figure out today? Right, so what you're actually looking at now is me sat at a bench at D-range, pretty much talking to myself, because at this stage, up until it came to edit this video, I hadn't realised that this camera, yes, this camera, wasn't even switched on for that bit. Now, I've had my hair cut. It's another day, but it wasn't until I was editing it, I thought, oh, I didn't even press play. Now there's been a lot of heat. I'm just gonna blame it on the heat. It's been incredibly hot. But all I was basically saying was that the rifle's fantastic. The scope, absolutely impeccable. The frustration involved in Benchrest is down to me, and it's down to the very subtle nuances. Some of it I'm not enjoying, I'm not gonna lie. It's the only discipline of sub 12 airgunning that I found that frustrating that it's made me want to jack it in. But I can see that with a bit of fine tuning, a little bit of sort of setting myself into it and getting it set up properly, I can see that it is going to pay off. I know that it is. I know that it is. I see the point to it. It's just these little frustrations and these little niggly bits that I'm not used to. I think that's what it is. But I'm in it. I'm in it for the long haul. So I'm going to go see Jake. I'm going to go get the bits and pieces. I'm going to remodel that stock, and I am going to get it set up in a much more stable manner. Take me out of the equation as much as I can, because I'm the problem. The gun's great. The scope's great. I'm the problem. Maybe a bit more pellet testing, maybe a little bit more of this, that, and the other, I don't know. But ultimately, what it comes down to is patience, isn't it? So the squirrels have been waiting patiently for me to come and feed them. And that's what I'm doing today. That's be for the next video, hopefully the LYRA K. I don't know, if I can get the LYRA K dialed in, maybe I'll do a pest control video with that. But for now, this video's done. Thank you very much for watching it, and I massively appreciate every single one of you. Anyone who's become a member to my channel, you're paying for pellets and stuff like that at the moment, and I hugely appreciate that. Also, the Ads Hunts the group on Facebook. Feel free to jump in on that. It's a fantastic community, lovely people in there. Why not join in? If you've got any questions, anything you want to know, jump on in there. Those people are super helpful. Great community. So thank you very much to everyone who's a part of that as well. But that's it. This video's done. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. And if you don't want to, as I say all the time, you genuinely don't have to. It's your YouTube. You do what makes you happy. At the moment, the sunshine's making me happy. Feeding the squirrels makes me happy. Chasing those little tiny dots, not so much at the minute. But I will see you in the next video. If you can't wait for the next one, try one of these. These are both great videos. This one's probably a bit better for you. After you've watched that though, come back and watch this one. I'll see you in the next one anyway. Take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.